Okay, so two things to start off with. The title isn't clickbait. I've actually hacked into Meghan Markle's the TIG.com website, right? And the second thing is it's totally legal. You can do it yourself. Now, because not all hacks are illegal, which I'll show you now. So basically, we've got the old Meghan Markle, the TIG.com website here, and if you go to it now at the TIG.com, you'll just get the little message here saying that she's basically shut it down. You know, after 3 beautiful years on this adventure of you, it's time to say goodbye to the TIG. Blah blah blah. And you can click anywhere here, and it's just that's all you get. There's nothing. But if you go, I'll go to this tab here. If you go to a website, there's actually a volunteer website. These guys have actually, what they do is they take snapshots of web pages at regular intervals. So you've got like a time machine. It's a bit like Apple Time Machine, and when you've got Time Machine on your Apple devices. So it's called the Internet Archive Wayback Machine, and the address is web.archive.org. So simple enough, you go in here and you type the URL. So I'll just paste it in here, the TIG.com, and it's got all the actual archive. It says it's got 1,775 times it's been saved between October 3rd, 2010 and October 30th, 2018. Right, so what you do, if you look at some of these are all going to be the same as what we've just seen. So these are all this year. Let's see, we'll just load it up. So you see there, you see the same thing. Right, so let's go back. Right. Alright, so let's go back to say, I found an interesting one on, so if we look at 2014. Now don't click on the green ones. The green ones have got all just redirects, they go to nowhere. So if we click on, say, 15th of July 2014, let's have a look. And lo and behold, her website is back. Not too sure Meghan will be too happy about this, but hey, go complain to these guys. They give you the tools to do it. Now, what I looked at was, I'm gonna find this lovely one on. So it's got all sorts of things here. Travel. Here it is. Draw your own box. Now this was interesting. This one I saw. So I'll just click on that. So this talks about, so this was back in 2014. So she talks glowingly about her father here. So I'm sort of thinking something major happened between 2014 and 2018 that's just totally gone off the rails. So she talks about how when she was in 7th grade, she got asked to, her teacher got asked to put your ethnicity in, and she didn't know what box to check, and her dad said, draw your own box, because she said despite being biracial that I should simply choose one box and be done with it. That's what the teacher said. So she talks all about her dad here. So she goes, this is the same man who took apart 2 Barbie box sets because you could only buy a white Barbie family or a black one, and made a custom one to bring home to me. His speciality set included a black Barbie mum, a white Ken doll dad, and 2 kids, one black and one white. I pictured him there standing in Toys R Us, mum's glaring at him for taking the toys apart, perhaps an employee saying, excuse me sir, you can't do that. As my dad carefully separated the box sets to make one that echoed my reality, one that showed me that I should and could make my own box. So this was on Father's Day, and celebrating Father's Day I think of so many moments of my dad, a club lunch sandwich and fruit smoothie tradition, post my tap and ballet classes, which by the way he religiously took me to on Saturday mornings after working 75 plus hours a week as a lighting director. So this is a hard-working dad. So I don't know what happened. What happened in the meantime? I heard that he won a bit of money and that sort of thing, and then he moved to Mexico. But I'm just trying to fill in the gaps here, because in this blog she talks about him so glowingly. What else does she say here? The fishing trips along the Kern River and Big Bear Lake to catch catfish or trout and cook it up for dinner, and the commitment he made to lighting my high school musicals. So he felt as grand as a Broadway show. The blood, sweat and tears this man who came from so little in a small town of Pennsylvania where Christmas stockings were filled with oranges and dinners were potatoes and spam, invested in my future so that I could grow up to have so much. He helped me turn my bathroom into a darkroom when I was 12 because I wanted to be a photographer, shading my windows in red lighting gels and filling my cabinets with extra jugs of fixer. Now, if you don't know anything about photography, that's old school photography, using fixer. He put gas in my car when I went from audition to audition trying to make it as an actress. He's the person who believed in this grand dream of mine well before I could even see it as a possibility. He taught me to write thank you notes, to always arrive early, to drink Arnold Palmer's, to find my light when I'm on camera and beyond. And that right there is my point. My dad taught me to find my light, and he taught me to always make my own box. So it's in here, she says, to my dad, my thoughtful, inspiring, hard-working daddy, happy Father's Day. If I had all the water in the world, I'd give all the water to you. There we go. So, what went wrong? What went wrong? Maybe this is why she's hiding her website, because there's this sort of thing, personal details on here. Maybe that's why she had to shut it down. I don't know. But there's so much on this website. Let's have a look what other things we've got here. So she's got lots of travels things here as well. It's quite well done. She's got food, travel, fashion, beauty, influences up here. So but that's the one I came across that was really interesting about her dad when she went to Jamaica. There we go. So this is just basic, like Instagram, online Insta famous people, and she talks about a trip, gives you all the little essentials, shop the looks. Obviously you can go somewhere and get the same items as her. It's just a very, very, very interesting website. That's why it sort of makes sense maybe now. Maybe she did want it taken down because it's a little bit too private. And she does whole sections on talking to influencers, and I must admit I have not heard of any of these people at all. Sorry. Anyone comment below if you heard of these guys, like Leandra Medine, Josie, Electra Wiedemann, Wes Gordon, Jessica Stam. Actually, I've heard of Jessica Stam. Hey, a supermodel. The Beckerman sisters. These must be all sort of people from the US. I don't get any stuff like this here in Australia. Haven't heard of them. Load more posts. Now, sometimes it won't load, which it's not going to do now. But here you can go all through the website. So we'll go back. So basically everything's from so everything's up here. So you've got the different years. So all 2018, they're all the same. That's all just the page that you're going to see now. So it stops. I think I saw the last post was about 2016, the last legitimate post. Let's have a look, December 24th. Let's Let's have a look what we got here. So this will be a Christmas post. Heading towards Christmas. There we go, she's got a little Tig tunes with Michael Bublé. Beautiful. Got good taste in music. Insider's Guide to Brazil. Oh, there's just ton. If you're a fan of Meghan Markle, I'm sure you'll thank me below, because this is a gold mine of information. But please share around, but sort of keep it on the low down. We don't want this shut down. I don't want this web archive shut down. I don't think they can actually shut it down. I don't think they're doing anything wrong. These people are actually archiving the web here. Actually, while I'm here, I should probably show you my website. Okay, so just loading up my website here. It's quite interesting, because I don't really update it very much. What do we got here? Let's try some other ones. That's interesting, it doesn't seem to be loading up. But anyway, if you want to see my photography, go to www.jonathanpanoff.com. You can see my photography, you can donate here just to keep it all going. All my products are actually at cost price. You can get all sort of mugs done and that. This is a nice picture, I like the one of the Harbour Bridge I took a few years ago. But yeah, please visit the Walrus Rider since I'm helping you out here. Okay, let's get back to the Meghan Markle website. Okay, so I'm pretty sure, actually, if you look here, there's a whole bunch here. So I'm thinking maybe March 15th was the last one. So let's have a look when the last post was. Come on, load up. There we go. So it's still going there, March 15th. She went to Reykjavik too, Iceland. We'll have hours of fun with this, I can assure you. I've spent a little bit of time having a look, but I haven't looked at everything. Alright, so I reckon that will be the... Yeah, there we go. So that was the last post. March 15th, 2017 was around about the last post that that Meghan did, looks like. So there we go, I hope you enjoyed that. Tell me what you think of it. If you're a big fan, I'm sure you'll appreciate it, because there's a hell of a lot of info in there. And all the people who are missing the TIG and didn't know how to have a look at it again, that's how you can do it, through the Wayback Time Machine. I'll put links in the description of my website and also the Wayback Time Machine here, Wayback Machine Internet Archive, and we'll go from there. Hopefully enjoy, and I'll see you next time, and hopefully we'll have a bit more Meghan Markle footage to go. They're leaving tomorrow, and I'll, if anything comes up on the Australian media news, I'll forward it along on my channel. But I'll also be doing a bit of travel videos myself. And some of the places that Meghan and Harry have been to, I've been to as well, so I'll show you my experiences and tips and tricks as well, travel trip tips. Alright, okay, thanks guys, see ya.